come to us more evolved than adults in order to teach us the lessons we need to learn in life. What's the number one question children always ask? Definitely. How important is that question in our business? How often do we actually step back every single day, take maybe 30 seconds, take a minute, 5 minutes at the end of the day and ask ourselves why that day was successful, why it wasn't, why did we connect with our clients, why we didn't? Right? Awareness precedes change, folks. Before we try changing anything for 2007, we need to become aware of what worked, what didn't, and why. Harvard University actually did a study with top leaders across the world to figure out what their key character traits were. And the number one character trait that all these top leaders had was self-awareness. They were always aware every single day, consciously, about what was working, what was not. How many times have you tried to negotiate with your child? See, children are emotional creatures. What we have to understand about their minds is we need to first open up their minds based on emotion. And once the mind is open based on emotion, we can justify anything we want based on logic. Now, what's the difference between children and adults? Like, let me give you some examples. Would it make sense to buy cars for $60,000, $70,000? Definitely not. But we are emotional creatures. We justify based on logic. How about, since we're in the real estate market here, how many people across Canada actually buy homes they can logically afford? You are in business because one of the biggest buying decisions of our life, buying a house, is based on emotion, justified based on logic. So keep that in mind. Every time you actually connect with your clients at any level, be it a phone call, be it face-to-face, be it an email, ask yourself, what emotions did you leave behind? Because every decision we make is based on emotions. For those that have partners, how many times has this happened? Your friend will call you and say, we are having a dinner party 2 weekends from now. So you look at your spouse and you sit there and say, well, we should go based on loyalty, but when I give you the elbow in half an hour, we need to leave. Because the last time we went, it was pretty boring. Every decision we make is based on the emotions that were left behind in the past in the same situation. And how often have you actually gone to that party and you forgot to give that elbow because all of a sudden you were starting to have fun? Everything that we do is based on emotions. Talking about fun, actually. How about infants? How many times does the average infant laugh on a daily basis? 483 times. How about the average adult? You're very close, 11. Can you imagine that, folks? 483 times compared to 11 times. Children come to us more evolved than adults in order to teach us the lessons we need to learn in life. How many people like working with people that do not laugh on a daily basis, that do not have fun with what they do? See, if you're not having fun, if you're not laughing, you're not passionate about what you do. Do you think your clients want to work with people that are not having fun, that are not laughing along the process? So you have to keep one thing in mind. Not only are we emotional creatures, but the decisions that they're making in your industry as clients is one of the highest emotional-based decisions they're making as well. And then what do? We bombard them with logic. Information. Are we not in the information age? Our buyers are extremely educated folks. The average person thinks how many thoughts on a daily basis? Take another guess.
10,000.
60,000. What in the world do we think about, folks? We're not going to do this exercise, but I do challenge you to go home and try it one time. Take out a piece of paper, sit down at the end of the day, and write down 10 things that you specifically thought about that day, and you will struggle. Meanwhile, 60,000 thoughts go through our mind every single day. We're habitual creatures. Only 10% of the things that we do are conscious, everything else is subconscious. But on top of that, what do? We give our clients more information. How about advertisement? In 1992, the average person was bombarded by 3,000 pieces of branding advertisements on a daily basis. How about now? How about today? On a daily basis? 30,000. 60,000 thoughts on a daily basis. We're bombarded by 30,000 pieces of advertisements. Your marketplace, your industry is one of the highest advertised marketplaces. And then when we sit with our clients, we give them more what? Logic. That's why sometimes when we walk away, we know logically we gave them everything they could possibly need, but it still went right over their heads. Because we emotionally did not open up their minds first. And then justify why they should do business with us based on logic.